Hey, it is Friday. It is June the 16th. We are cruising through June, man, halfway through. We got Father's Day weekend. Father's Day, yay! I wonder what my daughter's getting me. I already know because she picked it out last weekend when my brother was here. She already gave it to me because she can't resist and she can't wait. And it was a vintage Harley t-shirt with a pig on it. Pretty cool t-shirt, actually. And she liked it because it was my style. Yeah, the pig was really cool. She really liked it. You know, my daughter's got some really bizarre tastes in shirts. She loves my Metallica shirt. She loves this one with lizards and snakes on it. She just thinks it's so cool that Dad wears that. So you know what? I love you, little girl. I'm always going to wear the things you want. She made me buy a pink shirt at J. Crew the other day, pink button down. You know, so I'm good. You know, I'm good. I follow.
It plays well with the hair.
Plays well, right? Today we're going to talk about something that I think you need to know on a Friday afternoon or Friday morning or Saturday when you listen to this. We're talking about the illusion that's going on out there. It's an epidemic, a pandemic. It is literally, people are becoming zombies all day long. And they tell Eddie and I things like, oh my God, David, I got into this great conversation with this man the other night. And they say, I got into this great conversation with this woman the other night. And I said, really? What does their voice sound like? And they say, they don't have a voice. All I hear is tap, tap of fingers on a gorilla screen.
3 dots appear on the screen.
Exactly. It's called, the disease is called Textmancing.
Yeah, that shit's got to stop.
That shit's got to stop, man. It's like, it's unbelievable. Look, we have rules of texting, okay? I like to text the women that I'm dating during the day when I'm in Slay the Dragon mode. You know, it's like I enjoy, talking to her, having the check-in, getting a little warm and mushy at times, having a good smile on my face. It makes my day go away. It's great. It makes my day go much faster. But at night, man, you got to talk on the phone, people. The thing that you have in your hand right now that you might be listening to this podcast on, it's called an iPhone. It's not called an iText, okay? It's called an iPhone. Now, there's something on there if we need to give them...
Ironic, huh?
It is ironic, right? Eddie, should we give them directions how to find... there's a little green thing, right? Do you want to tell them how to find that?
A little green thing. No, at the bottom of your screen, tap it.
It's got a handle, kind of like...
Yeah, it's got like a handle with 2 hooks on there. It's called a phone. Right. Old school phone.
Old school phone, right?
Yeah. Hit that button. There's not going to be anything in your recents because you never call. So you actually want to find and contact that person you're looking for and then tap their name. It'll pop up pretty easy.
You got to tap their name and then you're going to hear something that you've never heard in a long time. It's called a ring. And it goes something like this. Ring, ring. Now, unfortunately, most of the time, when the phone is actually ringing, people jump out of their skin because they can't believe someone's actually calling them. So what happens next is that it goes to voicemail, and usually either hear that ridiculously mechanical woman going, you've reached 310-478-6621, right? Or you'll hear some voicemail message saying, hey, it's David, right? It's David. Hey, if you want to reach me right away, shoot me a text because I rarely check my voicemail. And there we are, back to that cycle all over again.
Yep. It's funny.
So in relationships, Eddie, why do you think people are not, I believe that people are not connecting because they're constantly relying on texting. Yeah. So if you're text-mancing nonstop.
It's you're hiding behind a wall. It's a safety net. It's just like social media. It's like I can say what I want here and hide 1,000 miles away. Think about it. Just like, ladies, how many times that guy texts you, a day or two in or an hour or two in to texting heavily with a guy. And he's like, hey, send me a nude, send me a photo, right?
Oh, okay. Dick pic.
Or he sends a picture of, a dick pic or something. But think about it like this. If you were on the phone with him live, you think he'd have the balls to ask you for one?
No.
Fuck no.
No.
But he's hiding. I can hide behind his text and just send it. No matter what happens, I'm behind the safety net of protection. So you can say whatever you want, but you send it in a text so it doesn't hurt. If it's real time and you can, display your, like or dislike about it, then he's vulnerable to that. And vice versa to women. You can delay having to answer a question that a guy might ask you directly, like, oh, you dated so-and-so? I didn't know that. Oh, I'll just leave that unread for a day and a half and go back to it and answer it when I'm comfortable already. you're in the moment, and then those moments, good and bad, because now everything's bad, of course, when you text. But those moments would make you. Those moments where you have those uncomfortable laughs, and you giggle, and she giggles, or he giggles, and you giggle. Then you're laughing over a common thing that was started off one way, possibly ended another. Or, oh, I thought you meant this when you sent that text, and I was mad. Oh, I only meant this. Well, it read this way. It read this way. How many times you said that?
Oh my God, I've
It
heard that
read
so
this
many
way.
times. Well, if it read that way, then why don't you ask for clarification if it read that way? Because sometimes a smiley face is not a sarcastic face. And not only that, people now Textmance each other with GIFs, or whatever they're called,
GIFs,
right?
yeah.
GIFs and emoticons. I mean, so it's like a never-ending battle to try to get people to connect nowadays. People are even gotten lazier.
How you feeling today? Let me send the Carlton doing this Carlton dance to you. And it's just like, I just ask you how you doing. You can tell me you're okay or you're feeling great. I'm having a great day. The sun's shining. I know you're having a great day because the sun is shining. Now, if I call you and ask you that, then I know because you can't send me Carlton. You're like, the sun's shining. It's my favorite song just came on. I'm having a good day. My boss isn't at work. I got, I'm going home. I'm going to see my parents for the weekend. Whatever you're doing, just you talk.
Well, let's be honest. We've talked about this on a podcast one time before. Good enough to text, not good enough to fuck, not good enough to call. Remember? So we spoke about that. Let's be 100%. Let's reiterate that comment right now. Whether you're a woman, whether you're a man, you're both guilty of this. If you're basically texting somebody nonstop and never picking up the phone to talk to them, let's be 100% honest. You don't want a relationship with that person.
Nope.
That is the biggest thing. So if you think you're in this Textmance with somebody and you think you're progressing somewhere and they never want to pick up the phone, then
but
you know what? There's not a relationship.
I mean, think about that. If you let's say this shit out loud. I mean, and excuse my French. I'm gonna get real graphic here. So you've got their genitalia in your mouth and everywhere else, and you're doing all types of shit, safe words and body oils and lubes, but you don't even talk to this person on the phone. So basically, all these sexual pleasures happen from via, hey, what you doing? ... Nothing. Can I come over? ... Sure, come on over. ... Should I bring some wine? Okay. So basically, I just sent you not even, 30 words, 30 letters or whatever, if that. And I'm already know, well, I'm going over to so-and-so's house tonight and I'm going to have sex with her. I didn't have to communicate. I didn't have to pick up, so, hey, how was your day, beautiful? I'm glad, oh, hey, I'm glad your day went well, beautiful. What you doing tonight? Oh, I'd love to come see you. Can I bring your favorite wine? We watch a movie together, sitting, and I'll spend the night. Oh, yeah, that sounds lovely. Well, how about I do this and this and I can make breakfast for you in the morning, too. Oh, we'll do this in the next day. Oh, yeah, that's great. None of that was happening. All you've established is that they're coming to fuck. Basically. Because all you've answered was, can I come fuck? Yes. You didn't say, yeah, I got this. And then when they get there, you've already said, well, I told him he could come over, so I might as well. You haven't established anything else. So now you're in an uncomfortable situation, and you're playing these, oh, well, I'll just go with the flow. And now how many nights in a row are you going with the flow before you realize you're not getting anything out of this but dirty sheets?
Well, dirty sheets, and the fact is feeling used and abused.
Yeah.
And people are accepting...
Yeah, used before you even realize it.
People are accepting scraps nowadays, They really are, because people are now geared towards that. Everybody's on a swipe date, Everybody's swiping and texting each other all night long, right?
Swipe.
I think swiping's a waste of time. But, I mean, every
Thanks for the heads up.
Every single person is now being lazy. And the fact is, a relationship is about building the foundations. If you really desire a real relationship and you really like somebody after one date, then you know what? Do something that we used to do in the good old days when the phone actually had a handle and a cord and other things. And I know people will call me grandpa at this. Oh yeah, you go grandpa, right?
I know, right?
But the fact of the matter
is... They even had cordless phones. I was,
They had cordless phones.
I remember those too. I'm young and I remember those too.
Remember with like the antenna that came up?
You had to click it like this.
Right,
you had to pull it up.
You had to pull it up and then Sony came out.
And it would literally get staticky sometimes. If you were too far or behind a wall and shit.
And Sony had one that actually had a plastic antenna that never really broke, which was really good because the other ones, if you sat down on the couch because you were too stoned, and all of a sudden you sit down and the thing
you forget to close the antenna. Hilarious. But we digress.
Yeah, we digress. But
even nowadays, look how far technology's come to prove your point, to bring it forward. You can even FaceTime. Hey, I can look at you and
people
talk
don't
to
even
you
want to FaceTime.
No, because then they know where I'm at, and then they can see my face, and I haven't put my eyelashes on, or I haven't had a haircut, and my beard's nappy, or she'll know where I'm at, and I don't want her all. It's all these other reasons to not be open and communicate. I want to see your face if I can see it, the facial expressions, if you got dimples, if you have a crook in your smile or a twinkle in your eye. I want to see all that. I want to hear the crackle in your voice when you're getting ready to say something funny and you can't hold it, or, the jokes mean a lot more when we're talking them, not texting them. So let's try to, communicate.
Well, I'm going to go back to what we were talking about. I agree, communication, but why not meet somebody who's interesting? Why not give them a chance? Why not actually talk on the phone? And why not shock the shit out of yourself and actually give somebody a week? It's like everybody's got ADD now. ADD.
Let me talk to somebody 2 or 3 days. Oh, it didn't work out. What? Really?
Didn't work out because you didn't commit to one another. Because the only way to find a relationship is actually to find somebody and commit and build the foundation. You can't build foundation via texting.
And also maybe stop mass dating or mass texting. Because Textmance, you're dating 17 people, 7 guys or 7 girls at one time, and it's all just texting. You can't get to know anybody to know which one of them is any good. Maybe bring that down a little bit. Get to know somebody one-on-one. Hey, I got to know them. Didn't really work out. I'm going to move on and get to know someone else. But I'm getting to know them. I'm not, sending out mass text good mornings. You might as well just BCC everybody. Make it easy on yourself.
Well, to recap, since we're out of time right now, we're going to recap for all of you that are challenged. Okay, once again, the phone actually is a phone. It's not called the iText. AT&T had a slogan years ago: reach out and touch someone, not reach out and text somebody. Okay, yeah. Phone sex can now be exciting if you both do FaceTime. There's no reason at all
in the day,
to
just put your genitalia to the phone. Remember that?
Yeah, exactly. There's no reason to have text sex. Sexting is really absolutely ridiculous in every way, shape, and form. And then not only that, if you really want to get to know somebody, texting is during the day, talking is for night. But you know what? You can even shock yourself and call somebody during lunch and say, I was thinking about you today, and I just wanted to hear your voice. Oh my God, I know all the women right now are swooning listening, and all the guys are going, huh? Wait a second, I don't know how to do that, because none of you grew up when Grandpa David grew up, okay? If you're going to call me Grandpa, someone called me that on YouTube the other day. It was really fucking funny. Anyway, EddiePalmer12@gmail.com.
Well, I'm not a grandpa, and I do it, and I'm young. I'd love to reach out and say, hey, I hope your day's going well, middle of the day. It's beautiful.
Exactly. So fitness and...
Health and fitness consultant, EddiePalmer12@gmail.com. Worldwide, male or female, no matter what the issue is, size, weight, height, sport, athlete, model, actress, you name it, whatever it is, you got a goal, we'll get you there.
And me, David Wygant from davidwygant.com. You know where to find me. Spread the love on the podcast. Father's Day weekend, we're going to have a special Father's Day podcast.
I won't be a part of that one, unfortunately.
You know who's going to be. You know who's going to be.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have a special Father's Day podcast. I don't know if she's going to have, it might be a 1-minute podcast on Father's Day because I'm not quite sure how long she'll want to talk for.
And
but it will be, exactly. Like, hey, babe, what do you want to do for Father's Day? I want to go to Dave & Buster's. So anyway, spread the love, enjoy your Friday, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. 10-minute daily reality check out.